Gerald Pike liked mornings. Not because he enjoyed sunrise or fresh coffee or the chirp of birdsong, those belonged in the hallmark fantasies of people he despised, but because in the morning, his slate was clean. No paperwork yet. No messy follow-ups from internal affairs. No angry civilians pounding on the precinct counter demanding to speak to someone in charge. Mornings were pure potential, and for Gerald, potential meant hunting. He cruised down Westbrook Avenue in his black and white, sunglasses low on the bridge of his nose, scanning sidewalks and bus stops the way a hawk scans a field. Out here, he told himself, everyone was either prey or predator, and if you wanted to keep control, you made damn sure they knew which one you were. The department had community policing initiatives, now, public relations garbage that meant more paperwork and less fun. But Gerald had learned how to play the system. Stop someone for reasonable suspicion. Keep the report vague. Make the body cam mysteriously glitch halfway through. If anyone complained, lean on his reputation, his record, and the quiet understanding that the union would back him to the hilt. 15 years on the job, and he'd danced through every accusation like smoke through fingers. This morning, the hunt was slow. Westbrook's main strip was half deserted except for a few bleary-eyed workers trudging toward the bus. Then he saw her. She emerged from the glass doors of Dixon and Hall, one of those uptown law firms with names that sounded like banks, wearing a navy blue pantsuit that looked custom-tailored. The cut was sleek, the fabric expensive. Her stride was quick, purposeful, and unafraid. But what caught Gerald's attention wasn't her confidence, it was the BMW parked at the curb, black paint glistening in the morning sun. Black woman. Designer suit. Foreign car. Alone. A perfect trifecta. Gerald slowed the cruiser, rolling it to the curb with the smoothness of habit. He hit the overhead lights, just a quick flash to establish authority, and stepped out, hand resting casually on his belt. "Hey, you," he called, his voice sharp enough to turn heads a block away. The woman paused mid-step, brows drawing together. "Excuse me?" Her voice was calm but edged, like a lawyer in court who already knew where the questioning was going. Gerald closed the distance in 3 strides. "Step away from the vehicle, ma'am. You match the description of a suspect we're looking for." She blinked, glancing at the BMW, then back at him. "What suspect?" "I'll explain downtown." He gave her the kind of smirk that had unnerved dozens before her. "Hands where I can see them." "I have a meeting in 15 minutes, she said, and now her tone had cooled several degrees. "And I'm not going anywhere until you tell me what this is about." Gerald shrugged, already reaching for his cuffs. "We'll sort it out at the station." "Turn around." Her eyes held his for a moment. A long, assessing stare, before she exhaled, slow and deliberate. "This is a mistake," she said. "That's what they all say," Gerald replied, snapping the cuffs around her wrists. She didn't fight, didn't even stumble as he marched her toward the cruiser. Her heels clicked against the pavement like a metronome. It irritated him. Most people dragged their feet. She walked as if she owned the ground beneath her. The ride to the station was silent except for the hum of the engine. Gerald tossed a glance at the rearview mirror now and then, hoping for some sign of fear or outrage. Instead, she simply looked out the window, face unreadable. The paperwork was sloppy by design. He logged her as a possible suspect in connection with an auto theft investigation, but left details vague. In his experience, half the battle was confusion. If you could muddy the trail early, the rest was easy. When the desk sergeant asked for more specifics, Gerald simply said, "Just hold her until I get the statements I need." That was supposed to be the end of it. But that night, while Gerald sat in his recliner with a beer, watching the muted glow of the sports channel, his phone began buzzing. First a text from a colleague, "Dude, what did you do?" Then another, "Turn on the news." Gerald did. And there she was, Sitting under the glare of a press conference spotlight, that same navy blue suit immaculate, her posture regal. Her name was Camille Warren. Federal civil rights prosecutor. Daughter of the state's attorney general. And, this part made Gerald's stomach sink, she had been wearing a discreet body camera during the entire encounter. The video played on the screen, Gerald's voice barking, "Hey, you." His smirk. The snap of handcuffs. Every word, every motion preserved in crisp high definition. The anchor's voice was cold as he summarized. Tonight, Officer Gerald Pike is under investigation for wrongful arrest and potential civil rights violations. This comes as the latest in a series of allegations against the 15-year veteran of the Westbrook Police Department. Gerald just sat there, beer forgotten in his hand, as the screen filled with Camille's voice from the press conference. "Some people think they're untouchable," she said. "My job is to teach them they're not."